Right now on Hoosier News Source, a new school opens up right here at IU Bloomington. Find out what programs it has to offer.
And ever wonder how much preparation goes into the Little 500 race day? We'll tell you about the organization that drives the operation.
And I've got the forecast for the annual Cream and Crimson spring football game and when we'll see summer-like weather. Hoosier News Source starts now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Hoosier News Source. I'm Brooke Patel.
And I'm Noah Deitchley. Starting off our show tonight, a controversial speaker put Franklin Hall on lockdown. Starting at 4 o'clock, students that did not have a class or a ticket to the event were not allowed to enter the building that was being monitored by police. Charles Murray previously spoke at Middlebury College in Vermont, and that event ended in a violent riot that left a Middlebury professor slightly injured. Andrew Biller is on the scene now to let us know how the event is shaping up. Andrew?
Thank you, Noah and Brooke. I'm here in Franklin Hall, President's Hall, where the talk with controversial libertarian speaker Charles Murray has just concluded. Murray addressed several topics from his controversial 1994 book, The Bell Curve, which equates race with IQ. Mr. Murray also addressed several topics from his newer publications, which include a new socioeconomic bubble and the reasons why Donald Trump was elected. During the talk, several interruptions were heard from outside shouting obscenities at Mr. Murray, but he persisted in his lecture.
The obscenities, along with chants and music, were an attempt by hundreds of protesters to drown out Murray's speech and prevent the audience from concentrating on the lecture.
I'm here to protest Charles Murray speaking at IU because he's a white supremacist, eugenicist bigot, and I don't think that he should have a platform at this university.
Following the talk, protesters blocked the exits of Franklin Hall and attempted to prevent Murray and his police escorts from leaving. Later, one woman was detained by police inside of Franklin Hall. Stella Schaefer recorded herself burning her ticket to the event earlier Tuesday as a form of protest. Others with tickets decided instead that they would attend the lecture and judge Murray on the merit of his ideas themselves.
The university should be a place where ideas are challenged and discussed, not shut down for any reason, regardless of how you may feel a person's beliefs are.
The night concluded with a fraction of the original protesters confronting IUPD outside of Franklin Hall long after Murray had departed. Police stood calmly outside the front entrance to the building as protesters derided officers for protecting Murray's speech, an act that they determined was white supremacy. For Hoosier News Source, I'm Andrew Biller.
Thanks, Andrew. IU's Mara School of Law is introducing an inaugural Summer Law Institute, a summer program for undergraduate students aimed at engaging students in modern media topics. The program will take place from May 15th to the 25th in Beyer Hall at the Law School, located on the corner of 3rd and Indiana. 2 courses will be offered: Hot Topics in Media and Entertainment Law, and Legal Analysis, Communications, and Rhetoric. Guest speakers will also be brought in from time to time. Students may enroll in the program by visiting the course website at law.indiana.edu under the What's Happening Here tab.
Well, IU's newest School of Art and Design held a celebration last Friday. Community members gathered in Alumni Hall for a ceremony to launch the new School of Art and Design. During the ceremony, President McRobbie awarded the President's Medal to 2 of the school's most distinguished faculty, Barry Gelt and Jeffrey Wolin. A reception followed at Kirkwood Hall where tours of the newly renovated building took place. The school will be offering a Master of Architecture program beginning in the fall of 2018. The IU Board of Trustees will meet at IU East on April 13th and 14th at the Student Activities Center. Items on the agenda include promotions for outstanding faculty, renovations for the Bloomington campus, which include an indoor volleyball and wrestling arena, and also an overview of the university's finances and audits. A special edition of Inside IU will follow the meeting, and you can sign up to receive this special edition at news.iu.edu.
Arguably one of the biggest sporting events here at IU is right around the corner, but the stadium does not just turn into a bike track overnight. The Indiana University Student Foundation is the organization that works all semester preparing for the big weekend. IUSF is made up of 300 undergraduate volunteers. Out of the 300 members, there are 30 seniors on the steering committee who are in charge of smaller committees. Each committee is in charge of a different task leading up to the race.
So we are in charge of VIP outreach, playing the infield, setting up the infield, all the pit boards, a lot of stuff that you would do pre-race, all the pre-race festivities. So we've done editing some race scripts for actual race day.
IUSF continues to work hard every day to ensure everyone, both the riders and the spectators has an unforgettable race day.
Well, with less than a month left of school, seniors are preparing for graduation. As the year comes to an end and IU seniors try to figure out what they're going to do for the rest of their lives, April becomes crunch time for seniors to find a job. But while many try to tackle the difficult task on their own, there are several resources on campus that help assist students during the stressful search. The College of Arts and Sciences offers several career services like exploratory courses and workshops.
When you start to feel anxious, take the deep breath and look around you and look for the resources that are already there to support you. Don't panic.
Students can even continue to engage with the Walter Center for Career Achievement for up to a year after graduation. So for those of you still panicking for next year, IU is still here for you.
Coming up on Hoosier News Source, Brett will bring you your weekly forecast ahead.
And are you excited for the Little 500? Find out the true meaning behind this annual event.
These stories and more coming up. Stay with us.
And it's an honor to be here.
After suffering a season-ending injury in late March,
as you can see behind me.
Welcome back. The warm weather of last weekend has continued into this week. Brett joins us now with a look at the warmth and if it will continue. Brett?
Thanks, Noah. Well, not only has it been pretty warm so far this week, it's been really dry, and we can equate that to this high pressure system that moved into our area this Tuesday. Now, this morning we had several scattered showers and thunderstorms across the state of Indiana, but as this high pressure moved into the area, we started to see sunny skies with just a few high clouds. Now, this high pressure system is great timing for the annual spring Cream and Crimson football game this Thursday night. If we track this out for you on your Thursday evening at 5 p.m., 73 degrees, we're going to have mostly to partly cloudy skies, but pretty warm if you're going out to that tailgate at 5 p.m. Now, as we head to 7 p.m., 69 degrees will start to cool down just a little bit as the sun starts to go down. That's about kickoff time. And now as we head to 9 p.m., as it starts to get dark, we could see a few scattered showers and storms around 9 p.m., cooling down to 66. Overall, pretty great weather for your Thursday and Thursday evening, but we'll start to see those rain chances increase for your Friday. If you take a look here, this high pressure starts to move off to your east and southeast. This will allow warm, more southerly flow to go up into our area. This will create very warm temperatures and moist temperatures. We could see dew points in the 60s to end the week, and this will allow any upper level disturbance to tap into this moisture and produce thunderstorms. We expect exactly that to happen on your Friday. Saturday, it doesn't look like we'll see much of that, but as we head into Sunday, we will start to see a cold front move through, and we're going to see those rain chances increase. Overall, this warm and moist flow is going to lead to summer-like weather across much of our 7-day forecast. If you take a look at our 7-day, you'll see Wednesday and Thursday associated with that high pressure. Mostly clear skies with temperatures in the 70s, warming up to 75. And as that warm, moist flow flows in on Friday, 78 degrees with a 60% chance of rain. Saturday looks pretty nice. We're going to get close to 81 degrees on your Saturday. And for your Sunday, 76 degrees with a good chance of thunderstorms with that cold front that will be moving through. That cold front will bring us cooler temperatures to start your week. Be sure to tune in for next week's forecast. Zoe will have a detailed look at the weather for Little 500. For now, Noah, Brooke, enjoy the warmth, and back to you.
Teams both male and female are preparing for the 2017 Little 500 race, the largest collegiate bike race in the United States. The Little 500 race began in 1951, designed to raise scholarship money for the students that qualify. Since the beginning, over $1 million have been rewarded to honorable undergrads. More than 25,000 fans fill the bleachers each April to partake in IU's largest tradition. Teams consist of 4 people per team. Women's race a total of 100 laps, while men race a total of 200 laps, equivalent to 50 miles.
We didn't really have like any tradition or hierarchy prior to our young guys coming in, so this will be like the graduating year for like the first generation of riders. I'm very excited. It's the best day of the year. It's like Christmas.
The women's race will take place on April 21st, while the men's race will happen on the 22nd. Both races will be held at the Bill Armstrong Stadium.
Many IU sports teams were in action this weekend. IUS-TV sports reporter Austin Matricardi joins us in studio with the highlights.
Over the weekend, the Indiana women's golf team took to the IU golf course for the first and only time this year to host the IU Invitational in a 56-hole tournament. The Hoosiers got off to the start they wanted on Saturday when the 8-team field saw Indiana take a 9-stroke lead going into the final round of play Sunday with a total score of 589. All 5 of Indiana's golfers posted scores in the top 20 for the tournament, with junior Alex Kong leading the way and holding on to win her first individual title for the Hoosiers. Kong shot 2 under in the tournament, putting in 4 birdies to complete the final round with a score of 71. Sophomore Erin Harper finished in the top 5 for the second time in her young career, while seniors Teresa Ann Jedra and Emma Fisher picked up top 10 finishes for the first time. As a team, Indiana shot 295 in the final round to push their overall score to 884 and take the victory in the IU Invitational, making it the first team title that the Hoosiers have won since the Las Vegas Collegiate Showdown during the 2012-2013 year. Next up for Indiana will be their final tournament of the year when they travel to Ohio State to take part in the Lady Buckeye Invitational April 14th and April 15th. Indiana made its first trip to Purdue since 2011, looking to avoid the sweep against the Boilermakers on Sunday. It was a beautiful day for baseball at Alexander Field with a fierce wind blowing out towards center. The teams looked to be evenly matched at the start of the game, taking a 1-1 tie into the top of the 5th when the Hoosiers exploded for 7 runs behind home runs by Luke Miller and Craig Didelot. The Hoosiers' hit parade continued when Logan Sowers singled on a blooper to score Jeremy Houston, who made his return in this series following an injury that caused him to miss almost a month of action. Purdue's pitching plight continued through the 8th and 9th innings with Ryan Feynman homering to left field to make the Hoosier lead 13-1 and Logan Sowers doubling down the third baseline to tack on another run for Indiana. The Boilers rallied in the 8th, scoring 4 runs and making IU change pitchers twice, putting B.J. Sable on the mound, who was able to get a ground out and a strikeout to halt the Purdue rally and end the bottom of the 8th. In the bottom of the 9th, Sable flashed a glove that just might be golden, but couldn't overcome the antics of Purdue Pete later in the inning, allowing the Boilermakers to load the bases and bring the ball in on a grand slam by Nick D'Alessandro, making the score 14-9. Following the grand slam, Sable was replaced by Luke Stevenson, who got the final out at first base to secure the Hoosier victory. The Hoosiers will look to improve their Big Ten record when they host the Minnesota Golden Gophers this weekend. That's all for this week in sports. Don't forget you can catch all the action from Indiana sports on Hoosier Sports Night. Back to you guys at the desk.
That's all we have for you this week. For more campus and local news, visit our website at iustv.com.
And like us on social media. Like us on Facebook at IUS-TV News and follow us on Twitter at Hoosier NW Source.
From all of us here at IUS-TV, thanks for watching and we'll see you next week.